Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am, as always, your host with the most, and I got pounds and I can definitely boast. Welcome back to the 12 Days of Anime, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's This? Oh, we're going to be doing this every week? Probably not, but we're going to be looking what's behind the shelf again this week. Well, the one day we're going to be talking about for the 12 Days of Anime is Naruto, ladies and gentlemen. Little plucky ninja who goes believe it, datebayo, and all that beautiful shit to come as well. But we're not particularly going to be making this whole video about Naruto. No, mainly the fact that we're going to be talking about the sequel in general known as Boruto, and mainly, especially, the Boruto manga. Oh boy, we can already hear it now, since we are going through manga recap hell, which is something we never expect to be seeing as it was already for the series. The series already had a lot of controversy coming off the doors, being a sequel to the series and having a very terrible art right at the start. Now, I will say, for a little bit I've read, and even I have done my fair bitching about this manga, I can tell you what, its art has definitely improved, I will say that much, and there are a few, finally now there's a final little difference between the manga and the actual movie itself, is that they actually made, I will say the manga made the villain, design a lot better in that one, because he was just a big dumb hench monster in the movie, but in this he kind of reminds me a little bit like Jubito in that sort of sense. But if anything, the whole video really I want to talk on the subject is Boruto going to be a failure or not? Because what it's done already for a good chunk of this year with the potential hype that it already had, it kind of died down its hype a lot, and especially this is what Dragon Ball Super's problem was. In case people don't know, or if you've been living under a rock for the most part about Dragon Ball Super's situation, the first 26 odd episodes of Dragon Ball Super was recapping the Resurrection F arc alongside with the Battle of Gods, and it took that long after a couple of filler episodes as well, including in those episodes, to finally get into brand new material, mainly the Universe 6 arc, the Goku Black arc, and the now new up-and-coming arc, the Universe Survival. And Boruto decided to turn this up by 11 by adding just recap of the movie, but dragging it out. It's ridiculous. I think it's 2 volumes worth of material right now for I think it just definitely doesn't help as well that this is at a monthly pacing that they're doing this, and I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with the actual manga creator himself. I'm pretty sure this is more Shueisha Jump because they want to milk the anime. Which, on a side note as well, since my friend from Nova was actually getting me back into the anime, I will say for the recent episodes of Naruto Shippuden, I honestly was put off for a little while, mainly because the Naruto, the Sasuke, a lot of us want to see that, and after that we just had some little weird little kind of origin story, little origin kind of history flashback stuff where we found out, about little Naruto and little Hinata. But the stuff that we've been getting so far in the that we're currently in the Naruto the Last material and in the novels, I've been really enjoying the Sasuke stuff that we've been having recently. It's actually really fun and enjoyable. But new characters so far, but I've been definitely really enjoying the interaction between Sasuke and especially Orochimaru. There's some really good stuff in here, so I would recommend. There's 3 episodes out at the moment for it. I would heavily ask you guys to check it out because so far it's really goddamn interesting and good, and I hope it doesn't drop the ball. But the question is, we saw immediately the first thing when we saw the visuals and even the first chapter of the Boruto manga was exactly brand new material with Boruto a lot older, with the Byakugan, he had a scar over his eye, and adding into the fact that we had this new character known as Kawaki. There was a lot of stuff, and this big setup that apparently Naruto was dead or something, the Hokage was dead. There was a bunch of stuff that was happening, and you're thinking it built up some very big excitement at the start, and then it just decided to fizzle itself out by having all of this just recap material in there. So the biggest question now is that how long are we going to be dealing with this whole recap stuff and then getting into the brand new material, and it really does not help with this excitement and all that. I mean, Naruto is an absolutely humongous thing over in both Japan and over here in the West, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons why they decided to keep Naruto going, even regardless of Kishimoto. Kishimoto probably just gave him a couple of notes and just a few things going there, but that was one thing I definitely say is I really do enjoy, and I have high hopes for the Boruto manga to actually do well. I just wish it didn't have to go through this and all that, because definitely it would build a lot more hype if we immediately went into brand new material. I understand maybe in a business sense as well, and maybe from the anime sense, but I feel more you should focus more on a good story first than you should actually do with business. If anything, like, I think from what it can be shown though, even with stuff like Dragon Ball Super went through this, and if that, after having like about 26 episodes worth of just recap and filler through the start of the series until Universe 6, and now look at the ratings now for like what we've seen in Dragon Ball Super, it's very close to like rivaling with One Piece numbers. I believe it even beat One Piece a couple of days. It's up there, it's doing amazing numbers, so if definitely this can happen, then I believe Boruto will even have this chance as well. It has got a slight disadvantage being a monthly manga, and a lot of monthly mangas, like with the rare exceptions being like Attack on Titan, not a lot of them, but I think if anything that can do it and it can be extremely popular, kind of like what we saw with Attack on Titan, I definitely think having kind of the Naruto brand and name on it might give Boruto its edge. And even regardless of what people still think of like the anime continually going on, and like going for all this filler, even though we've had the Naruto and Sasuke fight, regardless of what, it's still there as a promotional material for both the anime alongside with the mangas, and it can still push the volumes over there. I definitely enjoy Naruto. I have my very like good high moments with it, especially its low moments as well, like kind of near the 4th Great Ninja War. Some of those moments, that was kind of where I kind of caught up, but there was some very good moments in there with the whole Madara stuff, and especially I had so many good moments playing with my friends with the Naruto Storm games. Me personally, I've been like on there since day one. I remember seeing the adverts on this on Jetix over here in the UK, where we actually had trailers for Storm 1, and I remember getting a PS3 for the main reason because of that, because I wanted to play Naruto Storm 1. It even really got me into playing the actual like game, and alongside it made me really want to see the anime, and you know, I caught up to that day. And since I've been absolutely loving the game, been loving Storm 2. Storm 2 has so many memories with that, playing a lot of that. Although the multiplayer was a bit hacked and a little bit broken at that point, I really loved the story in that one. I really loved going around like the Star Shippuden, like it was so fun, all the way up to the Pain stuff. Storm 3 was pretty good and all that. It had a little bit too many cutscenes for me, and then going into like Storm 4 as well, there was just so many good moments, and especially that this year has finally, and it's still crazy to hear, like, you know, we finally have finished the Naruto versus Sasuke fight in the anime. That still baffles me, and this was a very good year for it, because it was such an amazing and gorgeous fight. And I think even with I'm bringing up all these elements, it does come back. Naruto, and especially Boruto, has these advantages under its belt. It's originally a popular franchise and all that. That still has a lot of, like, you know, highway a little bit steam off its fans. You've got very good like anime results and all that from what you get to see. You have like a very popular series from an anime alongside with it's already on the backbones of the popular manga. Like, it has a lot of things to make a good series, and alongside with, like, you know, can extend on some of the things that we've always wanted to see in Naruto. If anything, that's what I've been loving about the anime recently, because it's exploring other places than just, you know, the hidden lakes, you know, the Fire Nation. I'm loving that it's like exploring other villages. I really wish that Naruto do that, and I hope that Boruto does this as well. So the true question of the day, is Boruto a failure? I think regardless, it, like, from what we've seen, especially with the latest chapter, it has its own ideas and like what it wants to do, and I'm kind of glad that maybe like this is a good sign that it's wanting to break out of the shell. And clearly the first like few pages that we saw of the first chapter on Boruto, he has some ideas, and honestly it's sad to me that we only have to wait until 2017, maybe the early starts of it, to finally start seeing some brand new material, and that will be the true time to tell whether or not it's a failure. My personal opinion though, no, I think it is. I don't think it's going to have the traction of something like Attack on Titan. It's never going to have anything kind of like what its like, you know, predecessor Naruto was, but I do think if anything it is going to be a very popular monthly series, and if anything, after a while we probably will see an anime adaptation of this thing, because I think it's very clear to see that we've already seen that like Period has no intention of stopping whatsoever. The Naruto anime is very goddamn popular over there, so I think we are going to be seeing quite a few of Naruto to come as well, and especially a lot more of his kid in the near future. That's all from this day of 12 Days of Anime. Thank you as always for stopping by. Remember to hit that like and subscribe as always and all that. You know, that's always appreciated. But that's all from me and all the Naruto stuff here. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.